about things like this. You come out to an Anytime Fitness grand opening, which is an unbelievable place. There's a group exercise class going on right now. The place is starting to fill up. There's a lot of people out here. If you're in Plain Township, you got to come out. It is in the Oakwood Square Plaza. You should support this place. It is absolutely phenomenal, and the staff is amazing. But you come to a thing like this, and you don't know who you're going to meet. And you start meeting. It happens everywhere, everything in life. You never pass up an opportunity to find interesting people. Really kind of neat. I just met two people, and they're here with me. Kevin and Chrissy Shannon. They are both from Australia. What are you doing here?
We travelled from Australia for a friend's daughter's wedding. And the wedding was on the 25th of May, so because of jet lag issues, we came a week earlier. And we're staying now till next Tuesday, so we've been here just over 4 weeks.
And now you're heading to where?
So we leave here Tuesday to Seattle, and then we're training to Vancouver, up on the train, up the coast. Then a 7-night Alaskan cruise, over to Anchorage, back to San Fran, and then we leave for home. We don't get home till July 5.
You miss home?
Nope. We're seeing a lot and doing a lot.
Now explain to us, and both of you, either of you, to explain how you got to this Anytime Fitness and how this all works, because this is an important part of the membership to Anytime Fitness. And explain how you do this.
Well, we're a member of Anytime Fitness in Australia, in a small coastal town called Foster. And one of the reasons we joined Anytime is because we do a lot of travelling, and we can use our membership anywhere in the state or worldwide. And as proven today, here we are in Canton, Ohio, and we're using our Anytime Fitness.
That's amazing. So you could stay fit, you could keep doing what you're doing, no matter where you go. And I got to ask you this: when you walk into a place like this, you're from Australia, you come to Canton, Ohio, you're in Plain Township at this Anytime Fitness. How does it feel when you walk in? Does it feel like home? Does it feel like that?
Well, it does. The atmosphere is the same. It's friendly. It's plenty of space. It's not crowded, and it does feel like home.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing to me that you could just kind of plug and play, and you could go into another Anytime Fitness no matter where you're at. Do you kind of plan this? I mean, have you looked for one in Anchorage or wherever you're going?
No, we've looked for one in Seattle.
Okay.
If we've got time there, and also Vancouver. If we've got time amongst our sightseeing,
right,
we will visit one there too.
And you already plugged them in. You know they're there.
Yes. So you can do a search, and it finds where they are, so you can know beforehand where you can go to.
How often do you get over here to the States?
Not often. This is probably my fourth trip in 15 years,
yeah.
And my wife Chris has been here probably 6 times.
Okay. Yeah. And you both obviously grew up in Australia?
Yes, yeah.
And see, I got to tell you, that's a bucket list. I want to go to Australia. Yeah. I think it's a fascinating place.
And we want everyone to come to Australia.
You do?
Too. Yes, we do. I mean, tourism's a big thing for Australia.
Yeah.
But we love people to come and see what Australia has to offer too.
Can I ask you a question? I've always wanted to know this. You've got Australia, you've got New Zealand. What's the difference between the people? What's the difference between the people of Australia and New Zealand? Is it very similar?
The countries aren't. The countries are very different. And New Zealand, the North Island and the South Island of New Zealand are totally different in geography even. South Island's very cold and very mountainous and snow. And the top island is where the beaches are and more,
Okay. It's complete opposite of us.
Yeah.
As far as because of the equator and everything.
Yeah.
The north is the balmy side,
Yeah,
the beaches and everything.
that's right.
And the
Yes.
south is actually the cold.
Exactly, and the same of Australia. South of Australia is the cold,
Right.
snow and cold, and the north of Australia is where it's warm and hot. And
So where do you live, in the warm and hot?
we live on the coast, about a 4-hour drive north of Sydney, right on the coast, and
Okay.
yeah, we don't see snow. We don't see
Good for
what
you.
you get.
Good
here.
for you.
It's lovely.
I would love that.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So there's an Anytime Fitness where? Right in your town?
Yes, right in our town. Yes, yeah.
How many are in Australia? Do you know?
I think there's. I'm not sure. I think there's something like 500.
500?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you're able to just come here and walk in, and it's like,
Yeah.
I didn't leave.
Yeah. You've got a little electronic.
Key fob.
Yeah. Key fob.
Yes.
And you just put it on, and it grants you entry 24 hours a day. Anyway.
No problems.
No problems.
Just walk in
Yeah.
and just tell people where you're from.
Yeah. And that's what we did here. We did just ourselves the first day we come, and away we went.
I thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure. I love hearing your accent too. I'm sorry, but also the fact that example of you could plug and play no matter where you're going, no matter where you're traveling. I think that's an amazing thing. The other amazing thing is that while you're traveling, you plan fitness,
Yes.
and I congratulate you both on that and keeping that up and not using traveling as an excuse not to do it.
And we exercise so we can continue to travel. So that's
Very good point.
Yes.
That's a great point. I thank you so much. And that Kevin and Chrissy, Shannon, I wish you the best on your trip. Have fun on your cruise, and then make it home safely. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will.
Thank you. Take care. Kevin and Chrissy Shannon from Australia, an example of how Anytime Fitness works as far as travel.